Okay, welcome everybody to this EC 2020 workshop on long-term visual localization under changing conditions. Just as a reminder, this session and the next session will be recorded, and we will make the recording publicly available both through the ECCV website and the website of this workshop. My name is Torsten Sattler. I'm one of many organizers of this tutorial, and in the name of all organizers, I very much welcome you to this workshop. This workshop is dedicated to the memory of Akihiko Torii, one of our friends and co-organizers who sadly passed away at the beginning of this year. In this workshop, we look at the visual localization problem. So visual localization is the problem of computing the exact position and orientation from which a given image was taken with respect to some scene representation. More precisely, we're interested in the long-term version of this problem, where we acknowledge that the world is not static, but appearance and geometry change over time. And the purpose of the workshop is to figure out how to design robust visual localization algorithms that handle those changes. The workshop consists of two parts, one this morning and one in the evening. And I'm going to walk you through the schedule before we start with the first invited talk. So the first talk is by Iro Armeni from Stanford University, followed by a talk by Yubin Kwan from Mapillary. Then we're going to discuss visual localization challenges that are part of the workshop. So we were interested in benchmarking visual localization algorithms under changing conditions, where we use one reference condition to build a scene and then query with images taken under different conditions. We have four challenges. The first one is the autonomous vehicle challenge, where image was captured from a vehicle, in most cases a car, and we actually encourage the use of multi-image queries given by the sequences of images captured by the vehicles. The next one is the handheld devices challenge, where images were taken with handheld cameras, so they can undergo a much wider range of motions compared to self-driving cars. The third one is the local feature challenge, where the participants only extracted and matched descriptors, and the rest of the localization pipeline was fixed. And we provided source code for this. In all cases, we used the long-term visual localization website for evaluation, where you just submitted a text file with image names and the estimated poses. And since we withheld the ground truth poses for the test images, the server at visuallocalization.net would do the evaluation. One rule was that some paper, could be an archive paper, describing the method, had to be available by submission deadline. For evaluation, we use the Schulze method, which assumes that there is a set of voters and a set of candidates, and each voter produces a set of preferences for candidates, so an ordered list. And the Schulze method tries to find a global ranking of the candidates that preserves the relative rankings given by the voters. In our case, the voters are conditions, so images, nighttime images localized at high precision, for example, and the candidates are the methods. This gives us one global ranking per challenge. We had one submission winning actually all challenges and 3 runner-ups, and they will give talks later on. There is a fourth challenge, which will not be presented in this workshop, which is a place recognition challenge based on the Mapillary street level sequences dataset. This challenge is hosted by Mapillary, and the challenge will be closed on August 31st. The winners will also be announced on this website. So if you're still interested, you can still contribute there. Also, one quick advertisement. So most of the datasets that we have here are outdoor datasets. If you are interested in indoor localization under changing conditions, you should check out this paper that we presented at ECCV this year. There's also evaluation server publicly available online. In the afternoon, we will start again with a short introduction. Then we will have an invited talk by Nathan Jacobs. Then Josef, Tomasz, and I will give a short talk in memory of Akihiko Torii. And we will have an invited talk by Angela Dai from TU Munich. And we will have the last speaker from the visual localization challenges. And that concludes the workshop. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors, Microsoft, Naver Labs Europe, and Niantic, who were kind enough to provide prize money for the winners and runner-ups. If you want to know more, you can visit the workshop website. Here's a direct link. And I would also like to conclude this with one bit of advertisement about a seminar series on 3D vision and geometry processing that will start next week. It will be a weekly virtual seminar. And we have actually a list of exciting invited speakers, starting with Mark Polyface next week. If you're interested, you can go to this website. We'll be streaming the seminar live on YouTube.